Howdy there, Young and Silver Mongoose here, back again with another episode of My Take. Now, this one is something I've been thinking about for a long time, which is, I guess, is what all the My Takes are, but this one I've been thinking about for at least a year, if not longer, and that's the concept that the Nintendo Wii is going to be the next Dreamcast. Now, before, you guys will get upset about this, I'm not saying that the Wii is as good as the Dreamcast, or the Dreamcast is better than the Wii, or whatever. This isn't a discussion on what system is better than the other. I'm just saying that in the future, I believe that the Wii will garner similar status in the retro collecting and classic gaming world. And the reason for this is, well, they have a lot of similarities and differences. The main difference is that the Wii is really successful, while Dreamcast is not. But I feel that they have many more similarities which will create this similar status, like I said. Both of them were not relatively popular with long-time gamers, veteran gamers, people that have been playing video games for a very long time. The Dreamcast wasn't very popular with many of these gamers because, well, they were waiting for the PS2, the Xbox, and even the GameCube. And the Wii isn't that popular with longtime gamers because, it has an image, a stigma of being just for, soccer moms and kids and your grandpa and whatnot. They're also both very innovative. They push forward many unpopular ideas. The Wii pushed forth casual gaming and motion control, while the Dreamcast, pushed forth things like VMUs. They paved the way for online console gaming. They dabbled in motion control. They had a camera. They did lots of things that other systems had not done a lot of at the time. And they both also have great first-party games. So Sega made awesome games for the Dreamcast, and Nintendo has made awesome games for the Wii, and still are. Both their libraries are also full of, quirky, innovative, Japanese-flavored style games that most people pass on. I feel like the ratio of awesome games to systems sold are similar between the Dreamcast and the Wii. And what I mean is, for argument's sake, let's just say for every 10 systems, so for every 10 Dreamcasts, or for every 10 Wii's, only one copy of a great game on that system had sold. For the Wii, I think that this is because the Wii's amazingly wide demographic. Many systems were sold to people who would not even think twice about getting a game like Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Games on the Wii also go off the shelves very quickly. I mean, if it's not a game made by Nintendo or some other very big publisher, a game can easily be on and off the shelf in less than a year. I remember having a really hard time finding Fragile Dreams even a month after that game was released. And for the Dreamcast, I think that this ratio of good games sold to systems is because Sega made way too many consoles. They were expecting to sell a lot more than they actually did. So what I'm really saying here is, because of all these things, I feel like when the dust settles for this generation of systems and people start looking back and discovering these gems on the Wii, they may actually be hard-pressed to find copies of some of these games, and some of them may be expensive. Many of them are, I think, going to be sought after. Games like Zack and Wiki on the Wii only get realized as gems when the game ceases productions. I mean, in 2 years after that game came out, they'd only sold around 130,000 units. Like, that's ridiculous. And only now people are realizing how awesome that game really is. So, I feel that the Wii, similar to the Dreamcast, 5 or 6 years after the Wii is dead, it's no longer in production, many people are going to start seeing what they missed and start picking up on these great titles. Again, the Dreamcast, after the Wii's death, people will be looking at it for its strengths, not its flaws. Because the Wii does have lots of flaws, just like how the Dreamcast had flaws. But after the Wii is long gone, I think that people will start seeing it for its strengths. Now, I'm not saying that the love for the Wii is going to be as rabid as that for the Dreamcast. I mean, the love for the Dreamcast that some people have is something that only the Dreamcast can really make, but I think that basically what I'm trying to say is those that understand the Wii's place in the video game world, like those that understood the Dreamcast's place, will reap the benefits. And the rest of you, well, too bad, I guess. So that is my new episode of My Take. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree, and why on my final statement that the Wii is going to have a somewhat similar status to the Dreamcast in the years to come? If you do agree, let me know what games in the Wii you think will be sought after in the future. This has been Silver Mongoose Videos, and remember, classic gaming never gets old.